Hello, and thank you so much for watching, and happy Volunteer Celebration Week. I'm Commissioner Nancy Sharp. I have the privilege of overseeing the Community Resources Department, where our Volunteer Connections program is housed. This is a vibrant and vital program for our community. Volunteers touch the lives of Arapahoe County citizens in many different ways, from advocacy to putting food on the table, fun events, educational opportunities, and everything in between. Our Arapahoe County volunteers make an enormous impact. On behalf of the entire board, our fellow elected officials, county leaders, and our staff, it's hard to express how grateful we are for all of you. We hope you are well, and we absolutely hope to see you again in person very soon.
Thank you, Commissioner Sharp, and hello, volunteers. I'm Nira Duvan, manager of the Volunteer Connections program. Although we'd probably all love for 2020 to be a distant memory, some really heartwarming and exceptional things came from the challenges that the pandemic presented. You, our amazing volunteers, were a shining light during a year of uncertainty. Although the pandemic seemed to bring things to a screeching halt, what didn't stop was the need for meaningful volunteerism. We probably all know an older adult who became extraordinarily isolated by the risk that COVID presented. And we probably all know a family who struggled to put food on the table due to job loss or cut hours. For those friends, neighbors, coworkers, and family members who were impacted, our volunteers were there. Now, we'd like to share with you a few of the many success stories we had last year.
The impact is tremendous. Our volunteers participate in 5 different community gardens across the county, and all of the produce from those gardens are donated to food banks. In 2020, even during a pandemic, the volunteers produced close to 4,000 pounds of produce that was donated to community food banks.
We have this great partnership with Integrated Community Family Services, and since the pandemic, people have had a hard time. They've lost jobs and there's food insecurity. So we grow really healthy food and give that to them, donate it to them. And so it's been nice to be able to feel a part of the community and contribute to some of the problems that are here right now.
Here at IFCS, we focus on food, but in addition to food, we also provide financial assistance to help with bill payments like rent and utilities. The pandemic has quadrupled the need in our community, and we are serving 4 times as many individuals as we were before March 2020. Today, that means that every month we are helping 6,000 people connect with food.
I love volunteering in my community, and I particularly enjoy being a master gardener. Growing the food that we give to the food bank is so rewarding for all of us. All the volunteers. It just means a lot for us to be able to do that.
To help people make their homes beautiful and improve the environment and supply food to those in need, it doesn't get any better. It's the trifecta.
I'll just call in to check in and make sure that we get our weekly call in. We are checking in on people that live alone and are above 60 years of age and live in unincorporated areas of Arapahoe County or City of Centennial. If we don't get a response from them, we will try and call emergency contacts. If that fails as well, then we will send Arapahoe Sheriff Deputy to go check on them.
It's a friendly voice that sounds very concerned about me.
I tell you what, I will let you know when I get back from Fort Collins.
It's reassuring that somebody is checking on me.
It's just important when you live alone that you have as many contacts as you can get.
Now we're at a point where we are ready to launch, get more seniors involved, and really roll this program out. So anything that we can do to serve this population, I think, is really important and warms my heart because that's what it's all about.
Talk to you guys later.
Okay, thanks much.
All right,
thanks for
bye.
checking in. Bye-bye.
We have the most incredibly generous staff, so this Thanksgiving food drive is something we've been doing for the last 16 years, and it has always been fully supported by staff. We gathered all of our donations. We partnered with Brave Church, which is the first partnership of this kind that we've ever had to support this Thanksgiving food drive, so that was really exciting. And with the help of their volunteers and our volunteers from Human Services, we were able to deliver food to every single family, which is something we've never done before.
So in terms of what it was like, I mean, it was really awesome. I mean, we had so much fun. I think just seeing the enthusiasm as they were coming through with their cars. We delivered to 6 homes and got to meet the people and stuff, and it was just really incredible to go to places and meet people that maybe we wouldn't normally see or meet. So this year, through this partnership with Arapahoe County and Brave Church, we delivered meals, family meals, to 185 families. And it was about 800 people total, 450 of them were kids. We had, I think I estimated about 135 volunteers total between the two organizations, and we spent about 375 hours in this initiative this year.
Our volunteer partnership that we had with Brave Church was really instrumental in making sure that this event was successful. We are looking forward to partnering again in order to make Thanksgiving 2021 even more impactful for our community.
When the COVID-19 pandemic first hit back in March of 2020, everything shut down, and going to the grocery store was the last thing that vulnerable populations like seniors and people with disabilities needed to do. We reached out to the community to see if there were any volunteers who would be willing to pick up the baton. Turns out the community was there. We continue to get more volunteers every week who want to help with this program.
This experience has provided me with a great opportunity to connect and give back to the community, as well as provide me with some insight as to some of the barriers seniors face.
A lot of the people who are calling for help, the reason why they're calling is because they don't have anybody else to lean on, and they don't have anybody else to talk to. Having a friendly volunteer to come and say hi really brightens their day.
Working with Lupe has been great. I mean, he's always happy to see me, and he's so grateful for the work that I do. But I think that not only do I bring him some supplies, but also I provide him with some human interaction that may be lacking during this time.
To every single volunteer who has stepped up and participated in the Shoppers for Senior program, even if it was just one time, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate every single effort you've made. It has been a godsend to have you guys out there willing to give your time and your gas mileage and everything to give back to the seniors who need it.
Well, I don't know about you, but that felt like the pandemic was really bringing us closer to our neighbors and our community, even though we felt so far away from one another. The numbers are impactful too. Although some of the most popular activities, like volunteering at the county fair, did not happen in 2020, more than 600 volunteers rallied to give 19,000 hours. That's more than half of our average volunteer hours and is valued at just over $500,000. And with that, we hope you take a moment to reflect. Whether you were able to volunteer in 2020 or not, you are part of a community that is making an amazing impact, and for that, we celebrate you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being an Arapahoe County volunteer.